Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. So Donald Trump on Truth Social posted, I think it's today or last night, the failed district attorney of Fulton County, Atlanta, Fonnie Willis, insisted on a $200,000 bond for me. I assumed, therefore, that she thought I was a, quote, flight, unquote, risk. I'd fly far away, maybe to Russia, Russia. Share a gold dome suite with Vladimir, never to be seen or heard from again. A billionaire, put that in quotes, complaining about a $200,000 bond? Cry me a frickin' river, pal. You know, maybe next time you won't interfere with elections. There was some speculation in this article in the New Republic that Trump's upset that he's going to be banned from talking about the case on social media, which I don't doubt. All I got to say, Donald, is pick your friends well. You see what Putin does to people who betray him. Probably why, Donald will never betray Putin. With Prigozhin's plane looking like allegedly it's been shot down by a missile. And don't think for a second Donald Trump would love to do the very same thing if he was in charge. Matter of fact, this would probably give him ideas to do it. Eliminate his enemies on that. But before we get too far into that, let's just look down. I wonder if Trump is throwing the idea of him fleeing to Russia as floating a trial balloon. Like, I might leave, and how are people going to react to that? So what's up with Trump in his comment about fleeing to Russia? Because Trump doesn't joke. Remember that. He never jokes. He doesn't have a sense of humor. I think he's evaluating. Yeah, he's going to evaluate. He's evaluating a situation. He throws a little comment out there. It really is a trial balloon. How are people going to react? And he's going to look to see how the Secret Service reacts to that comment about that. Is there no reaction? Can he numb people to the thought of him fleeing so that when he does flee, it's not that big of a deal? Because there's the fleeing card. He's thinking about it. I've done readings in the past, and I constantly get that Trump thinks about running. And I think he is starting to get the idea, he's fantasizing more and more about running, and he's now floating the idea of fleeing the country. Again, I always thought it was going to be Saudi Arabia, but he's floating the idea of fleeing to Russia. And just, again, he doesn't joke. He throws out stuff to see what's going to stick about him leaving. What's underneath it? The turmoil, the fighting, the bickering. He's trying to raise the temperature again. He's trying to do stuff to motivate his base to show up. Because he thinks if he can motivate his base to show up and be violent and aggressive, it's going to help provide him cover from these court cases. In the past, this is the I was about to say, I've done readings about Trump fleeing in the past, and I usually get something like this, the Two of Wands. In the past, he's been planning, like, okay, if things don't work out here, where do I go? Who do I call in favors from? That's in the past. So we're moving past the early planning stage. I wonder if we get the 3 or 4 of Wands on here. Yep, this one has come up too. Knight of Pentacles. This is calling in favors. This is going out with bribes, reminding people of things that he's given them of value, and now he wants things of value in return. He's exploring his options, basically, at this point. He's been thinking about it, and now he's reassessing where his options are. Is it Russia? Is it Saudi Arabia? Is it Qatar? Is it North Korea? Where does he plan on going? Overarching situation, or the overarching, he felt he's fighting off these charges right now, and he still thinks he's going to be elected president, and he won't have to do this plan. But he's got this plan running in the background, just in case. So he thinks he's got the advantage for now, but the minute these wands start overwhelming him, he's going to look to see what favors he can call in. Whew, there's a card. Because when things come crashing down on him, they're going to come crashing down hard and fast. So when he no longer thinks he has the advantage, when he's losing, that's when he has his tower moment, and that's when he will try and pull the trigger and get out of Dodge. This could be a conviction. This could be overwhelming evidence. If after, like, if he doesn't flee before the 2024 election, if after he doesn't get, on the election, he doesn't get elected, that could be a moment. So I think he flees no later than November 2024. Again, I thought it would be sooner than that. We'll see what happens. He's got free will. He can change his mind. But it's going to be to escape justice. He is going to evaluate and try and flee, basically, especially when justice is right there. Again, does this mean that, with the Jack Smith January 6th case, or if he gets convicted, does he try and flee at that point? Is it with the Mar-a-Lago documents case? But whatever it is, it's to avoid serving justice, avoid the justice thing. Again, he's trying to cause turmoil with his base. I want to rotate these cards this way just to kind of see how this looks. He's evaluating a situation, going forwards with offers with bribes such to avoid justice, and the going away. He's been planning the going away. Basically, when he's got no other options, he wants to avoid prison. That's when he's going to pull that trigger. And again, he's trying to. There's a lot of turmoil right now. He's winning the battle of turmoil, and he's trying to stoke it and ride that energy of discontent and violence to protect himself. But he's having a hard time whipping people up into a frenzy, and that's concerning him because it's he doesn't have that power anymore, and he needs that power to implement his plans of escape. Wow. Let's go ahead and do another reading on that one, shall we? I don't think he'll go to Russia. I still think he'll go to Saudi Arabia. But let's see. Sorry, I'm still coughing. I feel fine. It's just a small irritation in the back of my throat, probably post-nasal drip. And the coughing is I'm just trying to get deep enough to scratch it. My cough ends up down here, and the coughing I'm trying to get down lower because I feel like, if you could just get it lower and just get one good scratch of air going up, it would actually scratch the itch. It never works, right? Okay. If Trump is convicted on January 6th, insurrection charges, will he flee? Empress, there's your Russia card right there. Emotional pleas, Queen of Cups, the Fool card, the Devil. I think with January 6th, it's going to show that connection between either Russia or the elites and Donald Trump. Will he try to flee? Queen of Cups, keeping a lid on it. Actually, it's just emotion. It's going to be strong emotion. If he's convicted, he's going to be distraught. He's going to be absolutely distraught. And, they might take away his social media so he can't embarrass himself. And he could be crying in the background, but he's not allowed to cry in public. But he's going to want to run. He's going to want to flee. And he's going to want to flee to a place that will take care of him. He wants his mommy. That's what he wants. He wants his mommy. If he's January 6th, if he's convicted, he is going to want to flee, and he's going to want to flee to a country that will take care of him. Basically, he'll want his mommy. Now, again, is that Russia? Is that Saudi Arabia? Mother Russia. I don't think they call it Mother Saudi Arabia, do they? right, let's do a comparison. Where would Trump lead to? We'll do a head-to-head, Russia versus Saudi Arabia. Think of all the golf courses in the LIV, the league that you're associated with, versus all those Russian ladies, because Melania is not going to be around. Again, yeah, put a note on the spring equinox in a divorce thing from Melania. What's his contemplation between Russia and Saudi Arabia? Nope. Whatever he's got the better deal with, he's contemplating both. With Russia, he, you can live out your life with Russian beauties and Russian money that's been supporting you. Strength, secrets. I think with Russia would do it because it would be a public relations coup, assuming Putin's still in power. It would be a public relations coup for Russia. They would try to get whatever secrets Donald has, whatever he can remember. Donald would want to go because to him, Putin's a sign of strength. And that's where, that would be this is his preferred place to go. Because Putin's strong like a daddy figure. Russia would be doing it because, again, the public relation coup, plus whatever information they can get from Donald that they don't already have. And they would promise Donald a very comfortable lifestyle with lots of beautiful blonde women from wherever. Now, if he goes to Saudi Arabia, it's more of a charity play by Saudi Arabia. Yeah, you helped us. I suppose we can help. We can help you. The Hermit, the Death card, and Betrayal. Again, underneath it all is the Three of Coins. So he's contemplating which way to go, and he's doing his backroom deals. With Russia, he thinks he'll live his best life. Russia will do it for the public relations coup. Putin's a strong man, and Trump wants to be with his daddy to protect him. And of the two places, he'd rather be going there. That's his primary choice, which is why he floated that balloon first. With Saudi Arabia, it's the consolation prize. They would be doing it out of charity for him. Because it basically, the death card or anything, it's because he has no other options. If he goes to Saudi Arabia, it's because he has no option to go there. This is his only option. It's this or incarceration. He feels betrayed because maybe Putin says no, or Putin's no longer in charge. He's also betrayed because he's been convicted in the U.S., so he had to run. And, this is where he's going to sort of hide in public, as it were. Yeah, in the backroom deals. So for Russia, it's public relations coup. For Saudi Arabia, it's because Trump didn't have any better options. And they're doing it out of charity because of stuff that Trump has done for them. But that betrayal card also means it'll only last as long as the generosity of the royal family in Saudi Arabia. The minute Trump is a pain in the butt and the Saudi royal family doesn't want to deal with him anymore, they'll turn him right back over. So he knows that there's no loyalty, there's no lifetime commitment. Russia wouldn't do that. It's unlikely Russia would do that, again, as long as Putin or a Putin-like person is in charge, because, again, it's a public relation coup. And that's all they're interested in. Saudi Arabia is not interested in the public relations coup. They're just returning a favor. And then, again, the minute that favor is, Trump becomes more a liability than anything else, he's gone. I mean, they've already got what they want. What are you going to do? Offer him money? They have more money than God. Jiminy Christmas. What a world we live in. Okay, so that's my thoughts on Trump with his Truth Social thing about taking a flight risk to Russia. Yeah, he's floating a balloon trying to see if that's going to work out for him and how Russia responds to it. And also to desensitize Americans and his followers about him leaving. When will he leave? Likely upon conviction. Earliest one seems to be the January 6th case with Jack Smith. Okay, so Originally, I was thinking that it would be with the LIV golf tournament that's happening at Doral. It could still happen, but I think, again, his preference is with Russia. So we'll see how things progress in Russia over the next couple of months. Anyways, thank you for watching this video and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all your likes, comments, and shares that help promote the channel. And thank you to all the new subscribers who've joined and discovered me and joined and find this entertaining. I'm glad you found us, and I'm glad you've joined us for the ride. Have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.